going the radio, and of course, it's a very beautiful Friday morning, the 27th of February 2026, and we're excited for one major thing happening in campus today. Today is matriculation.
Matriculation day, guys. It is exciting.
It's so exciting. Esther was somehow reminiscing on how she matriculated her very first day in school and how it was for her. And today, are you jealous of them?
Jealous, ke?
You shouldn't.
Everybody, you go reach everybody.
Of course,
so I'm not jealous. I already had my time, and it's there, so they should.
It's not in the past for you.
It is.
I'm
a big person now. No, when I came here, when I entered Godfrey, Okoye, I was so young, and everything was just so confusing. And boss, here I am today.
Are you old now?
I'm older now. I don't see this big girl here.
Okay. You're so young. Will I say she don't old?
I don't
She's
old
still
now.
young.
I'm older.
Yeah, you're older, but you're still young.
And wiser.
And and sharper too.
I think so too. Yes.
All right, we are shouting out to every matriculating student.
That's right.
Today.
Congratulations.
And of course, congratulations. And we are so happy that it's happening today on campus. And after the show, when the matriculation starts, I'll go down there because I want your prize.
I already told a few of them. I told them that they should just get ready for me. I'll come to their canopy. They just give me rice. I put it inside the bag. I'll be with, and then move on to the next. You know.
All right. Welcome to Good Morning Cool City right here on 106.9 FM Going the Radio. Remember, you can join us live at on YouTube at Going the Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook at 106.9 Going the Radio. And of course, you're gonna see myself and Esther, the pretty lady with the golden voice.
That's right.
And you know how we do it every morning. Esther is going to tell us how we're going to feel this morning, and afterwards we'll look through what the weather has for us. We're going to go on a short break. At least this short break is going to be a special song dedicated to the matriculating students this morning. And then when we come back,
Sorry.
We'll come back. We'll look through our top stories for today.
That's right. All right, for the morning motivation this morning, as usual, I'll start by greeting you guys. Good morning, Coast City, and happy Friday, the 27th of February, 2026. It's Friday, and it's not just any Friday. We're standing at the edge of a brand new month. February is wrapping up, and whether it flew or felt long, you have made it here. You made it, guys. So I need you to take a moment to appreciate that. This month may not have been perfect. There may have been, some delays, unexpected expenses, tough conversations, or silent battles. But through it all, you kept going, and that persistence, that is exactly what I call power. Now, today is about finishing well. So tie up what you can, release what you can't control. Don't carry unnecessary stress into the weekend or into the month of March, because some things are meant to be left behind. And as you step into this Friday, move with gratitude. Gratitude for lessons learned, gratitude for strength discovered, gratitude for growth, even the uncomfortable kind. And as the weekend approaches, I need you to allow yourself to rest intentionally, reflect, reset, pray, laugh, spend time with people who refill your heart, and prepare your mind for a fresh start. March is coming with new opportunities, with new energy and new possibilities. But today deserves your focus. So, and for both I and Chike here, we're both wishing you a productive close to the week, a peaceful weekend, and the confidence to step boldly in. And once again, good morning, Coast City. Finish strong, and just know you're just getting started.
All right, finish strong, and just know that you're just getting started. Thank you so much, Esther, for that beautiful piece. Everyone is always beautiful coming from you. Chai is always beautiful. Like Esther, I can't stop. I don't know how much more I can say this, but then I'll just have to keep telling you this. Every morning when you say these things, it has a way of putting me in the right mood, in the right frame of mind to go there and accomplish. And ever since I started listening to you, geez, I've always been accomplishing.
Wow, that really makes me feel good about myself. Thank you, Chike.
Good. You really need to feel good about yourself because you're doing incredibly well. All right. This is time for us to look through what the weather has for us this morning. And Esther is ready with a comprehensive weather report this morning. Esther?
That's right. All right. Okay, we begin in Lagos, where there is thunder in the air as the week wraps up. So they're expecting thundery showers with a light breeze today. The temperatures will rise to about 32 degrees and drop to 24 degrees at night. Storms may come suddenly with heavy rain and lightning. So if you're in Lagos, make sure you keep an umbrella nearby. But more importantly, stay indoors if the storm becomes heavy, and avoid standing under trees or near open water during lightning. Okay, so watch out for floods on the roads if you're in Lagos. And moving next is Ibadan, where light rain and gentle winds will help cool things slightly. The temperature will still reach about 36 degrees during the day and fall to 22 degrees at night. Now, when the rain falls after the dry weather, dust and allergens can rise in the air. So if you have asthma or allergies, keep your windows closed and when the rain first starts. And moving to Port Harcourt, it will be a stormy day with thundery showers in many areas in Port Harcourt. The temperature will climb to about 35 degrees and drop to 22 degrees at night, and it will feel really humid today. So wear light breathable clothing to prevent heat rashes, okay? And also make sure your gutters and drains are clear of water so that they don't collect and attract mosquitoes. And up in the capital, Abuja, the story is quite different. They will be expecting bright, strong sunshine with temperatures reaching 37 degrees and dropping to 21 degrees at night. It will be hot and dry. Now, the sun will be very strong today in Abuja. So if you're there, wear a hat or a sunscreen if you're outside. And also, sunglasses can help protect your eyes from the heat and from the sun. Now, further north in Kano, the day will be sunny with a moderate breeze. The temperature will rise to about 32 degrees but fall sharply to around 14 degrees at night, which will make it quite chilly. So the breeze may carry dust, so cover your nose with a scarf or mask if you're sensitive to dust. And don't forget to keep a blanket or a jacket ready for the cool night. And finally, here in Enugu, we will see sunny intervals with light winds. The temperatures will climb to 37 degrees and fall to about 21 degrees at night. It will be a very hot afternoon, so avoid drinking cold water immediately after coming in from the heat, and let your body cool down first, and then drink water slowly to stay properly hydrated. And that is your comprehensive weather report for today.
All right, thank you so much, Esther. Once again, we are wishing the matriculating students this morning happy matriculation ceremony.
That's right.
Your stay in Godfrey University is going to be quite productive. You are going to accomplish every single thing that you've ever put your mind to accomplish.
That's right.
And you are going to come out with good results. You're going to make your parents proud. You're going to make your world proud.
I'm clocking it on behalf of every matriculating student.
And of course, you're going to contribute to the university community
and the society at large. Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna go on a short break. And this song we're gonna play right now is a special dedication to you guys. We see you guys as winners, and of course you will have to continue winning because we believe in you, and we know that the sky is not just the limit; it's gonna be the starting point. All right, we'll be right back. Enjoy this one. I'm the winner.
So many mountains this time. I fought so many battles, but I came through stronger. I raced across the finish line. Yeah, I can hear the cheering crowd, and that only means one thing. I can let my breath go. I cannot believe no. Is it really me? Oh, I'm a winner. I can hear the drum roll, feel my body explode. Gotta let the world know I'm a winner. See my name, gold, I'm a winner. Let the whole world know
Yeah, welcome back, guys. And yes, I'm a winner. Yes, so every matriculating student, you are indeed a winner. The fact that you scaled through primary, secondary school, and then jump, WAEC, and everything, and you're right here in Godfrey Okoye University, and you just conquered the first semester exam. So you are a winner. Congratulations to every matriculating student. The sky, like Chike said earlier, is your starting point.
Of course, and just go out there and make the best make the best time you're gonna be spending here. Focus on your education and make your words.
Keep your head down.
Keep your head down. Make your parents proud. That's the most important thing.
That's right.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Cause it's right here on 106.9 FM Going in the Radio. Remember, you can join us live on YouTube at Going in the Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook at 106.9 Going in the Radio. And this is time for us to look through our top stories for today. And Esther is ready with the first story this morning.
I am. Okay, for the first story this morning, INEC amends election timetable and picks January 16th for presidential poll. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has fixed January 16, 2027 for the presidential and National Assembly elections. National Commissioner, Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Mohammed Haruna, announced this in a statement issued on Thursday in Abuja. He said the governorship and state houses of assembly elections will now hold on Saturday, February 6, 2027. INEC had earlier announced that the presidential and National Assembly elections will take place on February 20, 2027, while governorship and state house of assembly polls were scheduled for March 6, 2027. But this triggered a backlash as many protested that the dates clash with the holy month of Ramadan, which is expected to commence on February 8, 2027 and end around March 10, 2027, according to 1448 Islamic calendar. In a statement, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar insisted that the election date fell squarely within the Ramadan period, when he described it as a sacred season of fasting, reflection, and spiritual devotion for millions of Nigerian Muslims. He said elections were not mere administrative rituals, but national exercises that demand maximum participation, physical endurance, and collective focus. Fixing such a critical civic exercise in the middle of a major religious observance reflects poor judgment and a troubling lack of sensitivity to the nation's socio-religious realities, the statement read. Reacting on X, Bashir Ahmad, former presidential media aide, said the timing may present challenges. If the intention is to encourage full and inclusive participation in the electoral process, scheduling such a critical national exercise during Ramadan may present challenges for a large segment of the population, Ahmad wrote. I assure you that the date for election 2027 just released shall be changed, and the Ramadan, not even that the gubernatorial election day is on Saturday. Sarki, another social media user, said the current Christian INEC chairman has already shown his hand by fixing the presidential election during Ramadan. But the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joe Achamopitan, said the commission would issue a revised timetable for the 2027 general election following the enactment of the new Electoral Act 2026. Oh, what do you think about this, Chike?
Well, INEC have changed they have amended the election timetable. It just caused stupidity when I see people trying to be mischievous in the way they analyze this thing. How can you say that the Christian INEC official, INEC chairman, has is showing his hand, and that's why that's why we're a very stupid set of people. We have so many stupid set of this country. I like using strong languages on there. That's called stupidity. Like your brain is on suspension for you to even come out and be seeing those kind of things. Like it doesn't make sense. No, we need to come to the level where we need to be very strong in our language and condemning divisive gimmicks by people, like this normal INEC timetable stuff, and then because this time around the clash with Ramadan and hell will break loose because he's a Christian.
It doesn't make sense.
This kind of thing has a way of vexing me.
Like I see you're so vexed right now.
This country, like you see, serious issue like this, one idiot from nowhere will just start putting it together, jamming religion and tribalism into it, jamming everything together, and then that's it. Before you know it, we're stepping away from the core issue. We're now talking about rubbish.
It's true. That's true. No.
All right, moving forward to on our top stories for today. We have 2027. If Jonathan's government can be removed, APC can be cut into pieces. That's coming from Galadima. The story has it that a chieftain of the new Nigeria People's Party (NNPP), Buba Galadima, has warned that Nigerians may strongly express their anger at the ballot box in 2027 if economic hardship and insecurity persist under the current administration. Galadima spoke on Thursday while appearing on Politics Today, where he criticized the policies of the ruling All Progressives Congress and dismissed claims that living conditions have improved. He cautioned authorities against underestimating public frustration, citing cases of arrests linked to public commentary. Look at young men in Kano who go to the radio to make an opinion. They have been arrested and sent to jail, sometimes tried in the night by judges who are forced to jail them, he said. Galadima added that such actions could fuel wider discontent if not addressed. These now things start small. You don't know how they can blossom and become something else. They shouldn't play. They shouldn't presume that Nigerians are gullible and that they cannot react, he said. Drawing parallels with the 2015 general election, Galadima argued that Nigerians have previously demonstrated their readiness to vote out a sitting government over insecurity. 2015, Nigerians rose to the occasion and removed that government, he said, referring to the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan. If you can remove Jonathan's government for a simple insecurity in the northeast, what would you be doing to the APC government? I think we have to cut them into pieces, Galadima added.
Well, the ball is indeed in our court. Yes, as citizens, we have the right to express our anger and dissatisfaction at a sitting government, right? So yes, this is a good call, though. And but that word he used, cuts APC into pieces. Or strong die.
Any evil fashioned against the country should be cut into pieces.
Indeed.
I didn't call anybody's name. But any evil fashioned against this country, any organization, any people that
into pieces.
gather to subjugate our collective progress should be cut into pieces. In fact, cut, trample and bury, burn them and bury it.
Oh,
how inflation is really dealing with us.
And then poverty. Well, it's well. Moving on to the next story this morning. I'll sack you if you engage in secret meetings. Fubara warns SSG and Chief of Staff. Governor Similayi Fubara of Rivers State has warned the newly appointed secretary to the state government and Chief of Staff that any involvement in unauthorized or secret meetings would lead to their immediate dismissal. The government issued a warning on Thursday shortly after the swearing-in of the SSG, Dr. Dagogo Wokoma, and the Chief of Staff, Sonny Ewule, at Government House in Port Harcourt. The oath-taking ceremony was administered by the Chief Registrar of the State High Court, David Ihua Madwenyi, who led both officials in taking the oath of allegiance and oath of office, after which Governor Fubara delivered his charge. Fubara stressed that their appointments were a call to service, loyalty and commitment to the welfare of the people must guide their conduct. The governor warned that any action capable of embarrassing the government, including participation. And now, speaking specifically to Okoma, whom he described as an accomplished academic and mathematician, Fubara expressed confidence in his ability to deliver on the demanding responsibilities of the SSG's office. He noted that the position requires discipline, thoroughness, and a strong sense of responsibility, especially in representing the state government with honor. But also cautioned that any conduct capable of bringing resulting optimism that the new appointees would justify the confidence reposed in them. Following a renewed peace deal with Nyesom Wike, Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Fubara fired Dr. Benibo Anabrabra, who he appointed SSG shortly after returning to office at the end of emergency rule in the state.
All right, and then that's actually a very well, he's the governor. He needs to instill his authority. That's the point. And then it doesn't make sense that you're an appointee of this particular administration and then you are having secret meetings with his political enemies. It doesn't make sense.
That's right.
This is him trying to
asserting his authority and leadership.
Assert his authority and leadership. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, moving forward to our next story, we have this one: 6 Ondo fake pastors arrested over miracles. This is the kind of story I like.
All right, let's see what you have there.
The story has it that the Ondo State Police Command on Thursday announced the arrest of 6 men who allegedly posed as pastors and defrauded unsuspecting residents of Idanre community in Idanre local government area of the state through staged miracles. In a statement issued by the command's police public relations officer Jimo Kazim, the suspects were identified simply as Father Hunsin, Kolade Tijani, Iyanoluwa Arijesulola and Ademola. The police stated that the arrests followed an intelligence-driven operation conducted on February 16, 2026 by operatives of the command's tactical teams in collaboration with community safety officers. On January 16th February 2026, the operatives of the command's tactical teams in collaboration with the community safety officers carried out a well-coordinated operation following credible information about the activities of a suspected fraud syndicate operating within Idanre and its environments, the statements read. The operation led to the arrest of 6 suspects alleged to have organized and executed fraudulent schemes targeted at unsuspecting members of the public. Preliminary investigations revealed that the suspects posed as pastors and religious leaders, staging fake miracles and spiritual interventions to gain the confidence and trust of their victims. According to the police, the suspects allegedly exploited the faith and vulnerabilities of residents by promising divine solutions to financial difficulties, health challenges, and other personal problems, only to defraud them through false pretenses and related scams. The spokesperson added that investigations show the suspects operated in a coordinated manner, assigning specific roles to members of the group to create what he described as a convincing and structural facade of legitimacy.
Yeah, spiritual fraud. It's not a today thing. We've been hearing about this, and it's bad because it's crazy. Not just bad, because faith is supposed to be an avenue where people can
connect to their
creator. To their creator, and then these people hijacked it. They are still hijacked. It's not today it started. We've been seeing cases of this on a norm.
Some of us are actually living cases of that.
Actually,
even some men of God will respect.
That's true.
They organize fake miracles. We don't know.
That's true. Chike is particularly he hates this so much that this is not the first time that we've talked about something.
I believe for this ones to even for police arrest these ones, maybe they didn't pay their dues. Because fake miracle happen in this country every single day.
Goodness.
Seriously.
But then citizens, we've got to be wiser, Know God for yourself. Do not fall prey to these schemes of these people. They're just using your brains, and I feel like it's high time we become more discerning to know when someone is using your brainwashing you or just fooling you just for.
The point is, we shouldn't even be dependent on miracle, because miracle is so rare. Like it's miracle, true. Real miracle is actually real. See, emphasis on real, not organizing miracle crusade, and then you see people with crutches.
And there's something you always say, Chike. You always say that the truth is that God has given you everything you can. I know how hard things are in the country, but you've got things you can to actually make things work for yourself. So stop waiting for manna to fall from heaven. No, look for means you can use to solve your problems, and stop spending all the time you have. Time you used to work in church, in prayer houses.
Always looking for shortcuts.
Those are shortcuts. And even God will be looking at you and be laughing like, bro.
And this is what these unscrupulous beings, this is what they look at and they take advantage of.
They're feeding off your ignorance and stupidity. That's actually stupidity on our part, on some people's part. But that's we go do all right, Shad.
Finally we go do all right.
Well, moving on to the next story this morning. Banditry. Bauchi police deploy personnel and weapons to communities. The Bauchi State Police Command has announced the deployment of massive security personnel and order. Speaking during a press briefing on Thursday, the Police Public Relations Officer Nafiu Habib said the move followed a recent resurgence of security concerns in Gwana, Digare and Kafin-Duguri, all located in Alkelari local government area. Habib explained that the deployment was carried out through joint operations involving the police, the military, the Department of State Services, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other security agencies. According to him, the collaborative efforts of security agencies supported by the Bauchi state government are yielding positive results. In recent days, there has been a resurgence of security concerns in Gwana, Digare, and Kafin-Duguri. Following a thorough security assessment, the command, in collaboration with sister security agencies, has initiated a massive deployment of criminal element, he said. The police spokesman noted that the affected border communities had long faced security challenges due to the infiltration of criminal elements from neighboring states. However, he assured residents of Mansour town, who reportedly fled their homes over fears of attacks, that the security situation remains under control. What do you think about this, Chike?
Well, the point is, it's not just about the deployment. It's about, yeah, you could deploy personnel and all those things, but then, I think, it's right time. It's actually about time we step up intelligence. You know, having to stop the crime before before it even happens.
Yes,
we are actually being reactionary, and then it doesn't make sense. Like we are in a world where we shouldn't we shouldn't wait for lives to be lost, properties to be destroyed, and people's lives to be altered or disrupted before we do the needful. But it's good, yes. Deployment is also awesome, beautiful, but we should go beyond that. That's what I'll have to say on that. All right, moving forward to the next story. Schools not ready for 2022 computer-based test for national examinations, and educationist Ebenezer Mbamalo has warned that many schools remain ill-equipped and systemic reforms are needed before full adoption. Speaking with the Punch newspaper on plans to implement CBT for the 2026 Senior School Certificate Examinations by WAEC and NECO, Mbamalo, who is also the founder of Mecklons College, Lagos, described the move as timely but premature. He said, all over the world, nobody is still doing all these manual writings. He said, the problem we have here is that the government needs to partner with private schools to deliver quality education. Most schools are not properly equipped for CBT. WAEC has repeatedly expressed readiness to conduct the 2026 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates fully on computers. The body said it has a new classification framework grouping schools into 3 categories to determine how candidates would be assigned to centers. However, uncertainty remains after the House of Representatives last year asked the Federal Ministry of Education and WAEC to suspend the implementation of CBT for the 2026 SSAE scheduled to hold between April and June.
Yeah, digital exams are the future, but our readiness has to be even, because many schools, especially in rural areas, lack computers. They lack even computer skills, right? Because they're in rural areas, so we cannot just start moving and then leave others behind. That's not progress. That's not the kind of progress
you're even talking about computer. Like, yeah, computer is beautiful, is one thing. You can provide all the computer, but what of the core infrastructure? Exactly. Internet service. But the main thing is electricity. We want to build mountains. We want to build skyscrapers in the air. This country is just one funny country.
It's crazy. Yes, they are ready, but we cannot leave other people.
Sometimes when I hear WAEC say that we are ready, I just wonder what exactly are you ready for? Because this is a typical thing. Like, for example, INEC would tell you we are ready to conduct the election. The day of the election, like this, the same people that have been shouting we are ready, you see them having technical issues that could have been avoided. Now, WAEC is now shouting you're ready. You're ready. Abi, you're ready. On that day, you start hearing stories.
No, we don't want that. If this is the progress we want, no, I don't think we are ready. Just like the man said, it's timely, but we're not ready for it.
It's timely, but it is premature, right?
At the
moments like this, we do not have the core basics for us to see to its accomplishments. And then the funny thing is that we have all it takes to make these things work, but because Esther, let's go.
So the next up story: 5 killed as tanker crashes tricycle in Bayelsa. Tragedy struck in Ibelebiri in Obia local government area, Bayelsa State, on Wednesday afternoon when a fuel tanker collided with a tricycle, popularly known as Keke Napep, killing the driver and 4 children. The crash, which occurred along the Ibelebiri stretch of the Yenegwe Okarki Otuasago Road, plunged the predominantly farming and fishing community into mourning. Eyewitnesses said the victims were returning from school when the tanker, suspected to have suffered brake failure, skidded off the road and crossed the tricycle. The children were pupils of a school in Otuasega community, and the tricycle driver was a family member who regularly transported them. According to an eyewitness, the tricycle was parked near the children's residence when the accident occurred. One pupil who had already crossed the road to enter their home when the tanker bearing an NNPC logo struck the keke, crushing those inside before they could get out. The tanker driver reportedly fled the scene, but the conductor was apprehended by military personnel and handed over to the police. A Federal Road Safety Commission officer speaking on condition of anonymity commended the youth of the community for maintaining peace and help secure the tanker, preventing further escalation. Musa Mohammed, spokesman of the State Police Command, confirmed the incident and said authorities have launched an investigation. This is tragic.
It's quite tragic, actually.
Beyond tragic, and
just like that,
I'm sad.
people
This
have lost their life.
5 people, 4 kids, and a family friend, a driver.
It's quite
crazy.
tragic.
This is happening again. I hate taking headlines such as this one because these are things that can be avoided. He said, there's something my dad was having this discussion my dad had one time. The fact that these truck drivers, these trailers and all that, they might have problems, but they will still move on the roads with them because they need the money. They just need to go to work.
It's a Nigerian factor.
This is crazy.
Nigerian factor. Nobody checks vehicles again, and nobody is implementing any of the laws.
This is sad. I pray their souls rest in perfect peace.
Amen. Of course, I pray their souls rest in peace. But how long are we going to be praying for souls to rest in peace? How long, Esther? How long? It's quite unfortunate. All right, moving on to our next story. We have U.S. lawmaker insists Christians bear brunt of Nigeria's violence, asks Trump to act. The story has it that a member of the United States Congress, Representative Riley Moore, has alleged that Christians in Nigeria have borne the overwhelming brunt of violent attacks for over 2 decades, calling for decisive American action and stronger bilateral conditions to address the crisis. Moore, speaking on what he described as escalating insecurity in Nigeria, said violence in the country affects people of all faiths, but insisted that Christians are disproportionately targeted. Violence and insecurity in Nigeria affects people of all faiths, but Christians bear the overwhelming brunt of the attacks and have suffered in silence for 2 decades, he said. According to him, Christians are 5 times more likely to be killed than any other religious group, alleging that Fulani militias and terrorist groups frequently attack Christian communities. Fulani militias and terrorist groups constantly attack Christians, targeting pastors and priests, burning schools and churches, often on holidays. They have killed tens of thousands, Moore claimed. Moore commended President Donald Trump for what he described as a willingness to defend Christians globally, saying the moment presents a once-in-a-generation opportunity to strengthen ties between the United States and Nigeria while confronting insecurity.
Yeah, because I believe too. I also believe. I'm a Christian. I'm a Nigerian. Yes, I do believe that Christians are being targeted. But aside that, it's not just Christians. There, Muslims are also being,
Yeah, but the point is, he never say Muslim. He never say Muslims are not victims. But the point is, you and I know the truth.
It's
is that Christians are five times more affected by this.
That's true.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Sometimes it's not even sometimes we see targeted killings. We see churches being invaded. You see people, Christian communities being intentionally targeted and being killed. Yes, of course, insecurity has affected all spheres of the society.
Yeah,
but let's still call a spade a spade. Nobody. Have you ever seen after so many major attacks? Have you ever heard these guys were arrested? These people are standing trial for this.
No. I think international concern to this is a sensitive issue, a sensitive national issue. I think it could put some pressure on our government. I love the way Trump's administration is taking this so seriously, and hopefully it will yield positive results. Moving on to our last story this morning, UCL. Osimhen slams Galatasaray display despite win over Juventus. Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has expressed disappointment with Galatasaray's performance despite their UEFA Champions League playoff victory over Juventus, which secured qualification for the round of 16. Galatasaray advanced after an extra time win in the second leg on Wednesday in Turin, sailing a 7-5 aggregate victory following a 5-2 first leg advantage at home. Osimhen pulled a goal back at 3-0 to make it 3-1 on the night, putting the Turkish side 6-5 ahead on aggregate before Barry's Alpa Yilmaz sealed the qualification with a late goal. Speaking live on CBS Sports Golazo after the match, the 27-year-old Nigerian gave a candid assessment of the team's display. If I have to be honest with you, I am disappointed with the performance of the team. Kudos to Juventus for the kind of display they put up. We qualified, but we have a lot to improve on. if we go into the next round to play with the big dogs. This performance was not really good. Juventus deserved the win, but I'm happy for my team to qualify for the next round, Osimhen said. He added, some of my teammates were timid. I tried to motivate them. I cannot do it alone. They were scared by the crowd and the way Juventus were playing. This is coming from a classic team player, a leader. I just love Osimhen. I'm so proud of Osimhen. He's an amazing leader on the pitch and off the pitch. And I think this call for if he feels like he's saying we're complacent during the match, I think it's good to call a spade, just like you usually say. And that's a good call. But
of course,
to them
Osimhen is a reflection of passion. Is a reflection of discipline. Is a reflection of commitment. And when he gets this upset, I know sometimes he has a way of rubbing off on his teammates. But the point is, he wants the best. Just like see Ronaldo when he reacts, when he throws tantrums when the team doesn't perform well. So these things are what you get from people who are deeply committed and who gives in 100%. Osimhen gives in 120%.
Oh my goodness.
And then if he's giving such level of commitment, certainly you'll be expecting such from your team, because when everybody's giving in the 100%, you see you guys will keep winning.
That's true. You might not win, but then
of course, but you certainly win. There's no way you can give you 100%, you won't win consistently. Consistently you will win. There's no way. What is failure? That I failed, it doesn't make me a failure. That's the point. I failed the first time does not mean I'll fail the second time. The point of giving 100% commitment is the fact that I failed today. We learn from our failure of what made us lag behind tomorrow, and then not to repeat it again or internalize the lesson in the next one. And that's how you keep growing.
Well, I think Osimhen has made me an avid fan of Galatasaray. So congrats to them too for qualifying.
You're a fan of Osimhen, and then for the fact that you're following Osimhen.
I'm following you wherever you go.
If Galatasaray to Juventus, you become a fan of Juventus.
Honestly, Osimhen has made me start paying attention to football news. I really love what he's doing, so he should just keep it up.
Of course, he should. And that's where we're going to be wrapping it up on Good Morning City this morning. Thank you so much, Esther, for that comprehensive emphasis on comprehensive packaging of the news bulletin this morning.
You're welcome. It's always my pleasure. Always.
All right, so remember, you can always join us every day. Today is Friday, and of course we're going to be wrapping it up this morning so that we can go join up with the matriculation ceremony.
I'm going to eat rice too.
Esther, let's go eat rice.
I'm telling you, that's the joy now. So yeah.
And remember, you can always join us on YouTube at Going Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook at 106.9 Going Radio. And we just have after today, we just have